son showed up after 5 years of me asking for a second chance. Too bad I had to have him arrested. My mother spent my entire life making sure my son knew I was a failure. I got pregnant at 17, and she never let either of us forget it. While I worked double shifts at the hospital trying to become a doctor, my mom watched my son and poisoned him every moment she could. She told him I chose work over him. She told him I was selfish. By the time he turned 22, he looked at me like I was a stranger. Then he stopped calling me altogether. That was 5 years ago. I thought I would never see him again. Then my doorbell rings at 11 p.m., and standing there is my son holding a bundle of blankets. He looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. Mom, I need help. He tells me his girlfriend had a psychotic break after giving birth. He says, she tried to hurt the baby mom. I had to grab my daughter and run, but I have nowhere safe to go. I don't hesitate. I pull them inside and set up the guest room. For the first 2 weeks, everything feels like a miracle. My granddaughter has tiny fingers that wrap around mine like she has known me forever. My son and I actually talk for the first time in years. I think we are healing. Then things start to shift. He comes home really late smelling like alcohol. He snaps at me when I offer suggestions to help with the baby. He tells me, you don't know how to raise kids anyway, Mom. Grandma did everything. I tell myself he is stressed. I tell myself new fathers struggle. Then he stumbles into the nursery while I'm feeding my granddaughter. His eyes are glassy and his hands are shaking. He reaches for the baby. Give me my kid. My heart is pounding, but I keep my voice calm. She's almost asleep. Let me just finish this bottle and I'll bring her to you. He punches the door. Ugh, you're acting just like my girlfriend. I know how to hold my own child. He sways forward and his fingers graze my granddaughter's head. I calculate the distance to the door. I smile like everything is fine. I know you do. Go rest. I can bring you a beer in a minute. He grunts and shuffles to his room. The second his door closes, I start shaking so hard I have to put the baby down. That night, I can't sleep. I keep thinking about what my son said, acting like my girlfriend. I find his girlfriend on social media the next morning and text her. Your boyfriend is at my house with your daughter. He says you're crazy. I don't believe him. Call me. She answers my message within an hour. She shows up at my house 2 days later, trembling so hard I have to help her sit down. There was no psychotic break, she whispers. He made that up. She tells me my son started drinking after the baby came. Then she caught him cheating on her in their bed, with the baby sleeping in the next room. He threw a plate at her head the night she tried to leave with the baby. He told her if she took the baby, he would have her committed before she made it to the state line. He said no one would believe me over him. He said that you work at a hospital and one phone call from you would get me locked up for good. My blood runs cold. I spent 15 years building my career as a doctor, and my son was planning to use my reputation to destroy this girl's life. He told everyone in our life I'm dangerous, she says, crying now. He's going to take my daughter and make sure I never see her again. I know exactly what I have to do. I spend the next 2 days making calls and cashing in every favor I have. I invite the girlfriend over, as well as 2 police officers I've helped over the years. My son walks into my home and sees his girlfriend on my couch. His face twists with rage. What the hell is she doing here? I keep feeding my granddaughter like nothing is happening. She wanted to see her daughter. I say, her daughter? She's crazy. She tried to hurt my baby. I had to take her to protect her. He insists. Is that what happened? I ask calmly. Or did you take the baby because she tried to leave you after you cheated? His jaw tightens. She doesn't get to leave. I push my son further, hoping to get him to admit to even more. So you kidnapped your own daughter? He grabs the lamp next to him and throws it in my direction. I saved her, and nobody is going to believe this psycho over me. He points at his girlfriend. One call to the psych ward and you're done. They already think you're dangerous. My mom works there. You think anyone's going to believe you over a doctor? He turns to me with this smile like I am supposed to be proud. Tell her, Mom. Tell her nobody's going to help her. The 2 officers step out of my kitchen. My son looks at me like I betrayed him. Mom, you can't do this. I'm your son. I kiss my granddaughter on the head before handing her back to her mother. Thank you for everything, she tells me. I make sure every single charge against my son sticks.